Just a minute, please. Okay, yeah. This is the database management system course, CSC 502, and I'm Tanmoy De, your course teacher. And the first I want to tell some instructions. Basically, I already inform through the Google Meet link. Am I audible, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
So you must log in through institute email ID. We don't allow the other email ID to enter in the Google Meet to attend the class. So please, my request, you join in this class by using your institute mail ID. Second one, attendance automatically collected, and you can present or not present. Sometimes I can randomly call some of the students' name. Sometimes, if they are not any response after 2-3 times, then I can consider that students are absent in the class. So you care about that. Although there is some Google Meet attendance actually keep track the record of the timing, but I can take some random attendance. Sorry. And I request you to off your audio and video mode because due to disruption of the class and also the unnecessary wastage of the bandwidth. But if you have any doubt or any query, you can turn on your audio or maybe in video, and you can simply ask your question or query. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can ask your question. Don't write in the chat box, because I can talk here, or I can teach you in a full screen mode. So it will be difficult to see the chat box. So if you have any question or any information you want to say something to me, then clearly speak, or directly you can tell me. Okay. And don't use the chat box yourself. And here actually I can try to cover the basic concepts of the database management system. These are the brief of the syllabus basically. Some of the introduction part. That introduction part actually consists of overall database systems. Database means database management systems, and the entity relationships model. Though our discussion or syllabus actually mainly cover based on the relational database model, but there is an entity relationship model that is based on the object-oriented model. That also we can discuss here. And the details of the relational model and basic database management system language, that is the query language, or that is the relational algebra, relational calculus, mainly the tuple relational calculus and domain relational calculus, we can discuss here. These are the basic query language, not the commercial query language. Commercial query language, SQL, structured query language, we can discuss in details here, and that you need to be used in the lab in the next semester. This database management system labs actually will be happening in the 6th semester. So in this that lab actually you can use the SQL to write a query or to define the database, or some manipulation of the database, and as well as the some administrative part also we can discuss there. But this basic language, relational algebra and relational calculus, these are the basis of the any commercial query language, that is SQL or any other QB or some other commercial query language. There are lot of number of commercial query languages available, though SQL is the most popular and famous and most useful basically in the all over the world to implement the database DBMS. And these are actually based on the relational algebra, and as well as the some features of the relational calculus are also present in the SQL. We can discuss when we talk about these things. And index structure, actually how actually basically store this data in the lower level. Normalization means the different file or different relations, actually how what are the different attributes we can keep in a file, or we can keep in a particular relation or particular table. That is one of the important things. That is that process actually or technique actually they are the design process. That is the how actually we can design the database in logical level. That is such that this table actually consists these are the set of attributes, not more than that set, some other attributes. If we consist some other attributes in this particular table, then there may be the duplicacy and also the redundancy, and not only the redundancy during the updation time, insertion time, or deletion time, there may be chance the anomalies that provides or that raise the anomalies, and that is not desired, of course. So this one actually in details actually we can discuss the different normalization process actually. This is basically the database design things as a normalization chapter. And transaction processing and concurrency control, this also discussed. These are the basically the particular database that can be accessed by number of users, and not only accessed by number of users, they can access in parallel, maybe that is simultaneously or concurrently database. So the task actually represented by a small code that is actually called a transaction. So this transaction actually how actually process such that no conflict can occur or no anomalies can occur in the database. For example, suppose in any reservation system, maybe the railway reservation system. In railway reservation system, when you purchase the ticket, in the central server that can be accessed to reserve the ticket, that can be accessed by multiple user or multiple people at the same time. Maybe I want to purchase or I want to book the ticket from say Howrah to Puri, and someone else also try to book the same ticket on the same train, same day and same time. But suppose there are only one tickets are there or two tickets are there. I want to buy two tickets and someone else actually want to book single ticket, but only two tickets are available. But both the user, myself and other users, can try from different places. So if the booking center or server issue because the two tickets are available, so it can satisfy my choice, and it can satisfy also the other user choice, because the other users X suppose needs say only one ticket, so two tickets available. So if that ticket is issued and also the two tickets for myself are issued, that actually creates the anomaly. So how actually prevent that? That can be discussed. What are the different control mechanism, concurrency control protocols are there. Some of them we can discuss here, the transaction processing and as well as the concurrency control chapter. And database recovery management means during the failure or something, actually how actually database actually recover. Suppose when the database actually access, during that time maybe fail due to power failure or due to some other type of problems. So how we can recover the latest update. Okay, so that things and as well as the query optimization and some little bit basic concept of the distributed database we can discuss here. And these are the course outcomes basically. You can understand the basic concepts of the database management system, the fundamental things, and as well as the query language, and you have able the capability to write the query and as well as the optimization of the query. And here actually there are a number of lot of books are there, but normally I prefer the first books, database system concepts, Silver Scratch, Crot, Sudarshan. That is the mainly the we can say the book of Crot. Though there are three authors are there, this is a very good book. Uh, uh, so my suggestion actually, you maybe purchase for your purpose, because this subject is also important for the gate and some other purpose also, interview purpose. So you maybe collect, maybe purchase if possible. Otherwise you maybe use from the library or maybe somewhere else. And this the whatever my portion means throughout the class actually, whatever I can discuss mainly from the these books. Okay, just a minute. That is mainly I want to use the these books. Okay, so here, but rest of the other books are also good book. CJ Date second book, this is also a good book. And Navathe, Elmarci and Navathe, these are also a very good book. The query optimization and some other portion actually present good in this Navathe and Elmarci books, and some other set of books are available in the market. But and another thing actually, the database, this book, the I don't know, I think the books are actually not available in freely downloadable. If possible you can try, but his slides are actually available. The whatever I can talk here, I can show most of the portion actually I can taken from the slides from these books. Okay, that is freely available in the net, but there is a little bit modification is there, or some portion actually removed or some portion actually added. Okay, but the my slides actually based on the this first books, and that the original slides of the court is available in the internet freely. So for that, I acknowledge, of course, that book and also that link. This link actually here actually you can find out the original slides. Up to that, any confusion or any question?
No, sir.
Because regarding exam pattern, that is the according to the, we can perform according to the deadline of the your I mean the academic schedule. There is a 15 marks is there, and then 25 marks midterm, and then finally 60 marks end term exam is there. So that depends on the situation. I think it can be happening online or it can be happening offline, whatever. So but till actually it is in online mode. So up to that there is no question. Okay, so actually you know, the day by day, if we consider in a world, the world of data, it's constantly changing and evolving. That means increasing the data day by day, and not only day by day, in a second the new data is generated, or maybe the new data is updated, maybe some data is existing data is removed or whatever. So this actually interns need to create a completely one of the new or need a one dimension or growth actually of and challenges for different companies in around the world. So why? Because accurately recording of this data, the huge data is there. We can record, means we can store that data, storing of the data, updating of the data, and accessing of that data in some efficient and effective way. Okay, so we can it's better actually we can start from some basics. Before that, content. Okay, here. Okay, these are the portion actually. Before going through that, these are the portion actually I want to discuss in chapter 1 or introduction. That is what is database management system, purpose of the database, why database management system is required, not the traditional earlier file system is not. Uh, what are the drawback in the file system is there, for that the database management system will need to be developed. Data abstraction, data model, different data models, data independence, data definition language, and data manipulation language. That is basically these are the query language, data manipulation language, database manager, database administrator. Okay. So now we can start uh, from our basic unit. So what is the database? We can define the database, some basic units of the computer. Means what is the basic unit the computer can store or computer can understand? Can you tell me? Bit is the basic unit, no? 0 or 1. Computer understand only the 0 and 1. Is it not? To represent a character, bit is required. To represent any text, bit is required. So bit is the, what I can say, the bit is the smallest unit of what? Smallest unit of memory. Is it not? The bit is the smallest unit of memory. And the collection of bit, what actually form? The collection of bit actually forms a byte. That byte basically represent the particular character. Maybe a special character, or maybe a letter, or maybe alphabet. That is the, to represent that they maybe need a single byte, 2 byte, or 3 byte, whatever. But to represent a character needs a byte. And collection of bytes, that is a collection of character, basically form the field. Suppose the field or attribute is the name of the students. The name of the students is the what? Name of the students of the collection of character. Is it not? Suppose the phone number. Phone number is the number of digits. That may be treated as a number or may be treated as a character, string, as a string. So combination or collection of bytes or collection of character actually represent the field or attribute. And similarly, the collection of related fields or attributes actually form the record. Is it not? Suppose this is the field for, say, field for student roll number. This is the field for student name. This is the field for, say, student phone number. There are some other fields are also there related to the, that is the, these fields are related to the particular student. That is collection of this field, different fields. One field actually contain the student roll number, another field actually contain the student name, another field actually contain the student address, another field contain the student phone number, and so on. These are the related to particular student. That is, these fields are different fields. These are related to a particular student. This actually forms a one of the record. That is, record actually contain the information about a, if we consider the student example, it can contain the information about a particular student, say. Is it okay? So collection of records actually forms the file. That is, this is say student Sanjeev. This is say student Amit. The information about this record actually contain the information about student Amit. This record actually consists of information about student, say, Saurabh. Okay, that means these records are the similar type of records, contain the information about a particular students. So collection of these records are actually forms the file. Is it clear? Now collection of files may form the database. That is not only the collection of files, any files, of course the collection of related files. Collection of related files gives us a database which contain the information about one particular enterprise or one particular company or industry. That is the collection of data in a particular, normally we refer the database which contain the information about one particular organization. In brief, is it clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the basically the database. Uh, this that means database is the collection of interrelated data. We can normally refer to as the database. And to access that data needs a some program. Access means we want to insert some new data. That is the insert some, suppose the student information. One new student join, so that student information need to be kept. So need to be insert in this file or in this database. So for that one program is required. Suppose we want to find out the how many number of students are there. That means we can traverse one by one students and count, and finally we got the total number of students. So accessing of the student is required. Suppose I want to get the information what is the name of the students whose pin code is the 713209, whose address pin code is the 713209. So to find out these students, that student is present on that address or not. If present, then we want to display the name of that student. So need to write some program. That program actually basically access that database and find out the if name is present on that address, then display the name. Otherwise, display the such no such student actually present in that pin code area. Okay, that is DBMS that contain the particular information about the particular enterprise. And of course, this actually DBMS database management system actually provides the both the convenient and efficient way to handle or to access that database. That is here the data management, that is basically the management of the data that actually involve both the definition of the structure for storage of information, and not only the storage of information, it also provide the mechanism for manipulation of the information, or it have some provision or provision of mechanism to manipulate that information. That is, we can manipulate, update, insert, delete. That means access that storage data some efficient and effective way. Okay. So now the database and database management system. Now, I already told the database is the collection of interrelated data. Okay, collection of interrelated data. And whereas the database management system is a database that is a collection of interrelated data, and as well as the some set of program. That is, it is a collection of interrelated data. That is basically what is this? This is database. As well as with the database, there is a some set of program is required to access that data from the database in a efficient and effective way. Other way, we can say the database management system is the software, one of the software, compact software, which can be used to manage the data for storing purpose. Effectively, we can store it in on the database, and by retrieving it in efficiently from the database. Okay. And the database system must, in addition of that, the database system also provide the safety of the information stored in the database. That is DBMS, database management system. The set of program is there to efficiently access that data, and as well as there is some mechanism is there for the safety purpose, safety of the information, whatever actually stored in the database, despite from the system crash or maybe attempt to unauthorized access. That is, only database or data stored in the database can access the authorized users. Not any user can access the database. If that user has the authorization, then that user can access this database. So that can be tackled also by the database management system. And as well as the whatever actually I told, the recovery or database recovery, that is, if the system is crashed due to power failure or maybe due to system failure or whatever, due to some reason, then the whatever the information, original information, need to be kept intact despite of the system crash. So there need to be some mechanism such that due to failure or system crash, database maintain the correct or actual information. That is, the database must be in a consistent state, not in a inconsistent state. That is, due to system failure or system crash, there may be chance, that is the sum of the, when the system actually crashed, before that some of the data actually updated and some of the data will be updated later, but before that system crash actually happened. So what happens, there may be chance the database actually updated inconsistently. So that is not desired. So there need to be some mechanism such that either update can be done as a whole, but that is, the update can be done permanently as a whole, otherwise not done at all. If the system crash like things actually happens, then the database not update at all. Whatever the partially update, that cannot be reflected in the original database. Okay, so this one actually we can discuss details later actually, of course. And there are several applications of database, the banking system, airline system or railway system, university sales. You already know this one. Achha, up to my discussion, any point need to be discussed again or any clarification or anything? If you have any query, please. Am I audible, please?
Yes, sir. No query.
Okay, no query. Please answer at least some of the students. There is some means. If you have no query, then at least you can answer the no query, sir. Or if you have any query, then you can tell me without worry. I try to clear that. Now, purpose of database, that is database in some sort of, you understand the what is the difference between database and database management system. That is, database management system includes the database as well as there is a set of programs are there. That set of programs can efficiently access that data stored in the database. Okay, database is basically stored the collection of data, interrelated data, of course. And as well as not only the set of program to access the data, there are some set of program, of course, some mechanism is there that can, due to system failure, database need to be kept in a consistent state. And as well as database can only access by the authorized user. Any unauthorized attempt by the unauthorized users can need to be protected. So such programs are there. So these are the actually management part of the database. For that, it is called the database management system. Now the file system, whatever in the earlier days, actually the database application was built on the top of the file system. That is, the different similar type of information actually stored in the files, and there are sorry. That is in the beginning, earlier days, the database applications were built on the top of the file system. That is the defined data actually stored in the file system, and above that there is a set of programs are there that can handle this. Handle this data. For example, suppose you consider the part of the banking system, the banking system database. That is the saving banking system, the savings part. Suppose that enterprise, the banking system actually contain the information about all the customers and saving accounts in a permanent system files. Okay, defined files are there that can keep the that customer information as well as the saving accounts information in the bank. And in addition of this file, there is a number of application programs is there that allow the user to manipulate this file. Suppose the programs are say a program to debit or credit an account. Okay, there may be another program to add a new say account. Okay, there may be another program is there that find the balance of one account. There may be some program is there that generate the say monthly statement. Okay, or maybe there is a program is there that can generate the list of customers have the account. Okay, but these application programs is developed or have been written by the system programmer in response of the bank organization. That is initially when the database actually created, at the time bank organization actually says the we want to keep such information and we want to perform this operation. What are the operation? I can write supposing simply these 4 or 5 operations. Okay, so system programmer create the files and as well as write this set of programs. Okay, but these typical file processing systems which can use for the database purpose or database management purpose in very earlier days, that have the lot of several problems are there or several difficulties are there or number of drawbacks are there. What are the first drawback? The first one is the data redundancy and inconsistency. What is the data redundancy here? Because the initially whatever the program is written, so whatever actually I told, I think is clear. Means this set of programs actually written initially and according to the demand of the bank organization. Some of the system programmer, the new program is written later, depending on the need. That means these programs are actually written in several times by different programmer, not the same programmer. So there may be chance that programs are actually written in maybe in different format or different language, programming language, several programming language, and moreover their their chance are there the same piece of information may be duplicated in more than one files. For example, if we consider suppose the address and phone number of a particular customer, suppose present in the say saving accounts record, and as well as the another file which consists the checking accounts records, or maybe the loan account records, say. That is customer name and phone number. Try to understand, customer name and phone number suppose is kept in a saving accounts record. The file actually consists of saving account records. The account, which file actually contain the account number, balance amount, customer name and phone number, and so on. And another one actually file, which file consists of what information or what type of records? The loan type of record. That is the borrower name, that's customer name, customer phone number, loan amount, etc. Okay, that is the same information actually copied both places. But suppose the particular customer have the account and as well as the loan is there in the same bank, and such customer change his or her phone number. So there may be chance that phone number is updated in one file and not updated in another file. Suppose it is updated in the saving account files, but it is not updated in the loan account files. Okay, so this duplication of the information actually create the problem. This redundancy, basically. This redundancy actually leads the inconsistency, is it not? Because the same customer, one phone number is there in the saving account records, and another loan files actually consist of different phone number for that customer, wrong phone number, that is not updated properly. That means what happens? That is that the database of that customer is actually inconsistent state, and also the data redundancy is there. This data redundancy and that data redundancy actually leads the inconsistent state. And as well as another problem, the difficulty in accessing of the data. That is whatever actually I told just before that. Because there are set of programs are there to access that database, and that program may be created in the beginning of when the database is actually originally created, and as well as the later, depending on the need of the bank organization or depending on the need of the organization. Okay, suppose for example, in the banking system, suppose the bank officer actually needs the list of customers. Those customers actually present, say, in the address where pin code is say 713, or the pin code is say 713209. Say this is the pin code. Pin code is this one. But that is the bank officer actually asked to the data processing department, prepare the list of customers who resides in that pin code area. But in the data processing department, there is no such program is there at present to find out the such set of customers. But data processing department have the program in that database. The program can generate the list of all customers, list of all saving accounts customers. So now bank officer have the two choice. What is the first choice? What is the first choice, please tell me? The first choice actually, from list of all customers manually find the desired list. Is it not? From the set of customers, these are the list of customers are there, and from that need to find out this is the pin code area 713209. This is the pin code area 713209. Or there is another option is there, have the bank officer in the hand of bank officer. The bank officer can ask the data processing department, that is basically to the system programmer of the data processing department, write a new program to handle this task. But both the options are actually not good, is it? No? Both the options are actually not good. Suppose we assume, because there are list of customers need to be find out this pin number is who actually resides in this pin number. This is a very tedious job. And to write the program once, it's okay. But after suppose the system programmer write the program to generate the list of customers who actually resides in the area of pin code 713209. Suppose after some of the days, bank officer needs the information. Please generate the list of customers or name of the customers whose saving accounts balance is more than 50,000. But data processing department have the same problem. The whatever actually I can mention in the previous case. That is, there is no such program is available to access or to find out the list of customers whose balance is more than this amount. So this typical file processing system have the difficulty in the accessing of the data, and that things actually overcome in the database management system basically. So the next one actually the data isolation, because I already told the data actually stored in a defined file, and that is a data is scattered in various multiple files, and file may be in different format and generate in a different time. Because why different format? Because initially, according to the need of the bank organization, say create the 4 files. Later, bank organization need to store some of the other information. For that, the system programmer creates the another file and add that file there. There may be chance that because the later system programmer is the different programmer, they can write the or create the file in a some little bit different format. So in that case, it is difficult to write the new application program similar to generate the list of customers who resides in the pin code area this 713209, or find out the or to write the program application program to generate the set of customer or list of customers whose balance greater than 50,000 or maybe greater than 1 lakhs. So because the files are actually write in a different format, and as well as the other programs are not only write by using the same programming language, maybe different programming language. So it will be difficult to write the new application program. Okay, basically there are the files are actually scattered, and as well as the file formats are also different. So there are some other points are there. Okay, so time is over. Okay, whatever up to that, any question please regarding the whatever the 3 difficulties actually, the 3 drawbacks actually I can mention here. That is the difficulty in accessing data redundancy and inconsistency and data isolation. Do you have any question, please?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, will you be sending us the slides, sir?
Okay. Actually, after some of the days, actually, I can create the account in the Moodle. So you can enroll there, and after completing the first chapter, I can upload the slides in the Moodle. Okay. Is it okay, na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So when I can create the one of the course this in Moodle, I can inform through. I can inform through the CR. Okay.